to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hills. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Cal Golden Bears offense takes the field to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touched it.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Looking to pass, it's Webster. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, if you didn't know that young man before the game, you do now. How about that? 2 plays, 2 sacks. That's how you start a football game. This defense is flying on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Washington State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. Quarterback making adjustments. The snap sets up the throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. To throw, it's Webster. Got him downfield. Spins away from one. And he was loose. Stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Hilton. Quick strike complete. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Cougars will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
Using his legs at screen. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
The give to the single back. Can't get him to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hilton. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Woods. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking for a man. It's Hilton. Floats it out in space. He goes out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points.
He lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Cougars racing to the line in a hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking to throw for it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
For quarterbacks, we always talk about soft focus around you, hard focus downfield. That quarterback was dialed into his wide receiver with laser focus, knowing he's going to get hit, not too concerned about it, though, and that's why he was able to complete that throw.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He's got it. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here's the handoff. At the 45 on his way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? And now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella.
Touchdown, Cougars! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to SMU. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Oh, they're after him. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Webster. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Golden Bears will have it first and 10. Quick completion to the right. At the 35, he's open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hits the open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you've got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here comes the Wazzu offense onto the field again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Tyler.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Crosses the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Right on the money. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
This time on target.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this 3rd down play. Back has it. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll run it from the gun. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Cougars. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Webster. Got the back over the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense not getting fooled? 2nd and inches, a lot of times it can be a run. The offense stays aggressive, so does the defense. Now gets them in a 3rd and longer situation. This defense did a great job on that play.
Bringing the heat. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action. It sets up
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Might be calling a hot route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Finds his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Green. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Webster. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, no mystery here. Third in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Cal! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, it's just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 11 over SMU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. All right.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to change this route. They'll go to the air. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Dropping back, it's Hilton. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hilton. Here's a throw downfield late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times.